TORP here. Cha-ching. Hey, have you guys noticed something about this internet thing that we got going on here? The banks failed, but yet the stock market's up again. What does that tell you? Somebody's full of poo-poo. All right, here's the deal. In this administration, we're not going to see anything but bank bailouts. At the same time, everybody bitches about DoorDash. I heard you guys over and over and over again bitching about DoorDash. Low pay, low pay, low pay, high miles. That's funny. Because last time I checked, you accepted the orders that you wanted to accept. Now all of a sudden, for the last, 6 to 8 months, everybody's been talking and bitching about tips and tricks. Mr. Pedro Santiago, Mr. Bet on Yourself. He's like a god in the community for some reason. Because he's got common sense. He's a god. Hell, I've heard other people talk about this. These channels that I watch outside this community, that are in the gig community, that have no views and aren't doing anything special, guess what they do? They do ride-alongs. And they just see the real. Not one of them has quit. Not one of them is bitching and moaning and complaining. About the only thing I ever hear about is the app glitches. Which, hey, if we're going to be honest here for a second, app glitches exist everywhere. It's not just DoorDash or Uber Eats. It's YouTube. YouTube isn't as bad as it used to be. Facebook, that's not as bad as it used to be. Two of the biggest, I guess. Maybe that's one. But I have been doing so well with DoorDash without really sweating at all. And the reason for that is I just do it. I don't worry about what I see on YouTube. And I guess that's the point of this video. Every time I watch a YouTube video about DoorDash, how to, tips, tricks, drama, hate, and all that. DoorDash sucks this, DoorDash sucks that, DoorDash is great this. You get the point. It fucks me up in the head. It tears me a new ass. I stop thinking about what I know about my market and I start thinking about what these guys are talking about in their markets and how abused that they've been or that they let themselves become. So for me, it's just as bad as watching Fox News or CNN and then going to Thanksgiving at dinner and talking about politics after you just watched the news. Instead of being one of the people on the floor, one of the people involved with what's actually going on, like a real driver, as you guys would put it, these gig content creators, which when they have ads running, they're going to say what the fuck ever they're going to say to get you to watch. Has anybody not noticed the thumbnails and the goddamn, oh my God, the clickbait? You know, for me, it was high time to say something. I ran into a few people here right off the bat that were really, really cool. And one of them was the DoorDash Revolution. And honestly, Hot Facts with Robert Reese was another one. Okay? I have no apologies for either one of those two gentlemen, and I'll tell you why. Because they were keeping it real. They weren't trying to get views. And at some point, you got to say, that was one of my biggest pet peeves with Dino. Dino was always talking about, you're just doing this to get attention. It's like, motherfucker, you're on YouTube. Who isn't? At what point do you get on YouTube and not try to get attention? At what point do you get on YouTube and say, I don't want to be heard? The dumbest fucking thing I ever heard was from Dino. But I heard it before, so I know why he said it. I'm not mad at him for saying it. I just think he's like 2000 and late. But with that said, I know this. I've been watching all these videos from these gig content creators talking about the slowdown and the best time and the slowdown and this about DoorDash and that about Uber Eats and Instacart and all this shit. And I'm like, you know what? I have never had a problem with any of them. I've literally never had a problem with any of them. And it's not because I'm not doing them. It's because I've never fucking had a problem with any of them. Kind of reminds me of the pandemic. Do you remember a time during the pandemic when all you did was glued your ass to the TV and listen to them tell you that everybody was dying. They showed you images of people dying, which were fake. Everybody had to wear a mask. We were all wearing masks. We were all nervous. But that's because we watched the news. If you got off the news and just went outside, things looked pretty damn normal, except for the closures. Things looked pretty damn. You never saw anybody dead in the street. You never saw anybody crash in their car because I got COVID. I'm dead. 60 mile an hour down the expressway, crash into an abutment. No, you never saw that. Why? Because it never happened. That's why you never saw it. What you saw was on the media. And what the media told you was the world was coming to an end. And it never did. Just like with the gay content creators that are getting banned and getting deactivated left and right. Why are they getting deactivated? Because they're harassing people. Or they're going against the TOS of DoorDash, which very simply states, if you want to say something, you're welcome to say anything you want, but don't down talk the company. And then they get all this love and support from all these other dashers that are bitching about 225 for 10 miles. What else they got to do is decline it. They've been taught wrong. A lot of this community needs to be ashamed of itself and apologize to people that are actually still commenting on their videos because they led them the wrong way. You might as well be a Donald Trump or a Bin Laden or a Joe Biden. They're all politicians now. And every one of them lies to you to get what they want. Watch your videos with care, is what I've been trying to say. Watch them with care. Anybody that's running an ad on their video, don't give a fuck what you think. They give a fuck what you watch. And if you're watching them, they're getting paid. I stand by that. Some of these cats are cool. Some of these cats are very cool. But they're few and far between. Me? I ain't never going to get paid on this here website, but I'm going to speak my fucking mind. And one of those things is this right here. If you're going to watch a video and take it to heart, if you're trying to do a how-to on DoorDash, you might just want to go out there and drive and make a few mistakes and learn on your own. You might be surprised. You might want to start making your own videos and teaching other people what, well, wait a minute, I heard all this shit here on YouTube, but yet that ain't the way it is. That is not the way it is for me. Maybe I could share this with somebody, it ain't with them either. That's what I found out. The tips and tricks, I just didn't learn how to use the app and what the rules were, because there ain't no rule book for DoorDash. We all know this. They got their terms of service, they got their contract, but they ain't got nothing else. And ain't nobody reading that contract. You know this, you need to pick up that fucking order on time. You need to deliver it on time. It needs to be as accurate as possible on time. Everything needs to be in good shape. And a shopping order, no different. Large order program, no different. And liquor, no different. Booze. No. You have one job. You had, like that thing on TikTok, you had one job to do. Pick it up and get it to where it's going. The people that fuck that up watch these videos and think that the whole world's coming to it and DoorDash sucks. I'm sorry, DoorDash does not suck. DoorDash is one of the best things since sliced bread, and mine's got very good butter on it. DoorDash's been good to me, yo. I don't know if I'm supposed to be mad at it, but I ain't gonna be. I've even had a contract violation. I survived that, and I'm doing better than ever. I say stay the course. On your own. Don't worry about all these videos. Now, with that said, I got one more thing to say. ULEAT, WWLEAT, whatever the hell that channel's called. Dude, you push them way too hard. Way too hard. You barking up at Rolling with Red and all that, and you trying to fuck with the lounge like I did. I can fuck with the lounge. I did it. I fucked with Flex's Lounge, and I killed it. He never got higher views than that. I killed it. I had other channels popping up left and right. I went community viral a few times because of that. You ain't doing none of that shit. You know what you're doing? You're embarrassing yourself. You need to leave the lounge alone and Red alone and all that copyright bullshit alone. Dude, this is 2023. This ain't 2008. I don't give a fuck what you think. Your baseball cap don't fit right and your balls are still not dropped. All right, TORP out.